Siberia, minus 40 degrees outside. The truck cabin window is frosted over, and on the Baikal Highway there is not another vehicle for 200 kilometers in either direction. We think we know how truck drivers sleep. They pull over, shut off the engine, and rest. But that is not what happens here. In Siberia, parking is a survival challenge. One where the engine runs for hours, where homemade heaters have killed men in their sleep, and where a single mistake can leave a driver frozen before morning. In this video, we will show you exactly how Siberian truckers survive the night, the dangers they face, the technology they use, and the emergency methods that save lives when everything else fails. Stay until the end, because the final scenario is one every driver on these roads fears most. Imagine the Baikal Highway at 2 in the morning. The thermometer has dropped to minus 42. A driver pulls his truck to the shoulder and prepares to sleep. If he shuts off the engine, physics takes over. Within 20 minutes, the cabin temperature begins dropping fast. After 30 minutes, the interior loses 15 to 20 degrees. Within 1 hour, it is nearly as cold inside as outside. The human body cannot maintain core temperature in those conditions. Heat loss exceeds heat production. Hypothermia begins, and it is silent. Experienced drivers know this. That is why the diesel engine never fully stops on a Siberian winter night. It idles all night, burning minimal fuel, keeping just enough warmth moving through the cooling system to hold the cabin above zero. Some beginners believe a heavy sleeping bag solves the problem. Others read online tips suggesting they pack snow around the outside of the cab to insulate it. Another popular idea is to run the engine until the cab is fully warm, switch it off, and race to bed before the heat disappears. Physics destroys every one of these theories. Snow slows heat loss only slightly. A sleeping bag holds body heat but cannot generate it. The residual warmth in a heated cabin is gone within 1 hour when no energy source replaces it. Truck cabin walls, floors, and ceilings are built for moderate weather. At minus 40, basic insulation fails completely. So the engine idles. But idling brings its own costs. Fuel consumption rises. Cylinder and piston wear accelerates. Drivers wrap the radiator and oil pan in insulation just to protect the engine from overcooling. It works, but it was never ideal. Before autonomous heating technology existed, drivers found other ways. Some of those ways were deadly. In the northern regions of Russia, there are documented cases of drivers placing bricks heated over open fire onto metal trays inside the cab. Stone holds heat for a long time. That part is true. But any brick exposed to fire releases carbon monoxide inside a sealed space. The driver feels warmth, then feels nothing at all. Others used household gas cylinders with catalytic nozzles or small propane stoves. A common belief is that catalytic heaters are completely safe because they produce no open flame, but the reaction still consumes oxygen and releases carbon monoxide in smaller amounts that build up slowly. In a sealed cabin overnight, those amounts become fatal. Carbon monoxide has no color and no smell. A person breathing it feels no distress. They grow tired, lose consciousness, and do not wake up. It binds to blood hemoglobin 200 times faster than oxygen, starving the brain without any warning. There are recorded deaths from gas burners left on during sleep. Others tried connecting electric heaters to the truck's electrical system through an inverter. The battery died in 30 minutes. The engine would not start. The driver was stranded at minus 40 with no heat and no options. No improvised combustion device is safe inside a truck cab. Annual accident statistics from Russia's northern routes confirm this every year. The real answer came from Germany in the 1990s. The autonomous heater, known by the brand name Webasto, changed winter trucking in Russia permanently. The unit is compact, roughly the size of a shoebox. It fits beneath the cab or inside the luggage compartment. It draws fuel directly from the truck's main tank, burns it inside a sealed combustion chamber, and sends warm, dry air through vents into the cab. All combustion air comes from outside. All exhaust gases exit through a pipe underneath. Nothing toxic enters the cabin. The driver presses one button and hot air flows within 2 minutes. Fuel consumption is 10 times lower than idling the main engine. A charged battery supports 8 to 10 hours of operation. The engine rests, the driver rests, the cabin stays warm. People still repeat myths about these heaters. That they can explode because they burn fuel. The combustion chamber is fully sealed with multiple safety shutoffs. That the fan drains the battery fast. In operating mode, current draw is minimal. Problems only appear with old or weak batteries, not the heater itself. For the most extreme conditions, liquid heaters can be added. These connect to the engine cooling circuit, raise coolant and oil temperature before startup, protect components from cold start damage, and feed heat to the cab simultaneously. Air heater for sleep, liquid heater for the engine. Together they are the professional standard for Siberian winter work. Diesel fuel brings a separate problem. It contains paraffin compounds that crystallize in deep cold. Summer diesel gels at -5. Winter diesel survives to -25. Arctic fuel holds to -52, but remote stations do not always carry it. Drivers prepare by using fuel rated below the forecasted temperature, adding anti-gel treatment, insulating fuel lines with foam covers, and installing electric heaters on the fuel filter. Batteries require equal attention. At -40, a battery loses 40 to 50% of its capacity. Some drivers use thermal insulating covers to retain heat after the engine stops. Others install a second battery in parallel. Some use a liquid preheater to warm coolant before cranking, reducing electrical load at the critical moment. Even with a working heater, the cabin is not uniformly warm. The floor sits at 10 degrees while head level reaches 20. Experienced drivers place thick sheepskin or felt directly on the mattress. These materials conduct heat poorly and resist moisture. The sleeping bag must carry an extreme temperature rating. Goose down bags rated to -40 perform best. The bag should have an anatomical shape with a hood that closes over the head, because significant heat escapes through an uncovered skull. Sleeping in a heavy jacket and padded trousers inside the bag seems logical. It is not. The body overheats, moisture builds inside the lining, and when the heater cycles lower, that damp material rapidly pulls heat away. Thermal underwear as a base, a fleece mid-layer, and the sleeping bag as the outer shell is correct solution. Carbon monoxide remains the hidden threat even inside a properly equipped truck. A cracked heat exchanger can direct combustion gases into the cabin. A blocked exhaust outlet buried under snow does the same. Drivers have died because overnight snowfall covered the heater exhaust pipe and carbon monoxide leaked through drainage gaps beneath the cab. Trusting smell is useless. Carbon monoxide has no odor. The only reliable protection is an automatic carbon monoxide sensor with a loud alarm mounted near the sleeping area. Now consider the worst case. Engine will not start. Autonomous heater has failed. Battery is dead. Nearest settlement is 200 kilometers away. Temperature is -40 and the wind outside is rising fast. Every single minute matters now. Prepared drivers carry emergency supplies, candles, dry fuel tablets, foil emergency blankets, high-calorie bars, and a pre-filled thermos. The most prepared carry portable alcohol heaters. Alcohol combustion produces far less carbon monoxide than propane and can be used with a window open slightly. A Mylar emergency blanket reflects infrared radiation from the body back inward. Combined with a sleeping bag, it drastically slows heat loss. A candle produces around 50 watts of warmth. Inside a contained sleeping space with a reflective layer around it, that output can mean the difference between survival and tragedy. Moving vigorously to generate heat feels right. It is wrong. Physical effort burns calories, increases oxygen demand, and produces sweat that accelerates cooling once you stop. Staying still and conserving warmth is correct. If any charge remains on a phone or power bank, send a distress signal immediately. Then wait inside the sleeping setup, using every layer available. Surviving a Siberian night in a truck comes down to preparation made before the temperature dropped. The right fuel, the right heater, the right sleeping system, and an emergency kit checked and ready before the journey began. Frost does not respond to improvisation. It yields only to knowledge, careful preparation, and experience built over many years. What survival method from this video surprised you the most? Leave your answer in the comments below.